Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity to either make money in the market or to just learn from the market. But let me go ahead and give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. With that being said, let's get started. We are looking at the SPY. As you can see, we closed at 580.83 only to come down here pre-market finding support here at this 579.74 area. So I would definitely watch that for the SPY. So y'all know I always say, where are the trouble places, right? Let's say to the upside. If by chance we break back above 579.91, we could possibly have trouble in that area. And beyond that, 580.14. If we break the 580.14, it puts us back at the 5 EMA again on this 30-minute chart. 580.09, 580.14 area. I would watch that. We could possibly have trouble there. If we should break that layer, 580.46. If we break through to 580.46, there's a lot of areas of resistance here on this 30-minute chart. 580.58, 580.84, 580.93, 580.97. Those are going to be trouble places for the SPY. So normally I would set an alert above that 581 area. If by chance we break back above the 581, then we've broken through a few layers of resistance for the SPY. So beyond the 581, we could possibly have trouble here at 581.37. If we break the 581.37, 581.49 could be a trouble place. And again here at 581.61, 581.78, which brings us really close to the ATR trail and stop at 581.85. So those are trouble places for the SPY to the upside. Now to the downside, under 579.74, we can come back and find support at 579.49. Under 579.49, 579.03. If we should lose that area, 578.96. And again here at 578.54. Under the 578.54 area, we can come back to 578.06. Under 578.06, we could possibly find support at 577.62. The SPY is an inside day candle for today. The trigger to the upside is if by chance we break above 582.75. We have an upside target of 584.46. Now to the downside, that downside target for the SPY, which we've already broken through the downside, we have a downside target of 578.07. So 578.07. If by chance we break, continue to the downside, we have a downside target of 578.07. So I would definitely watch that 578.07 and 576.57 for the SPY to the downside. Now let's go to Tesla just to see where we are today. Tesla closed at 262.51. We had a low here of 260. And we've bounced from there only to, we're trading in the zone is what I like to say, right? A gathering spot. So this pre-market support is around 262.58. Resistance is around 263.53. This is our zone that Tesla is trading in as of right now. So where are the trouble places? We would definitely to the upside get back above 263.59. We could have trouble at 264.58. 265.66, which is right where that ATR trail and stop at 265.73. So I would definitely watch that area for Tesla. If we break that 266.54, above 266.54, 267.53, and 269.35. Those are going to be trouble places for Tesla to the upside. Now to the downside, if by chance we lose the support of the 5 EMA at 262.74 area, again, we're looking at the 30-minute chart. If we lose this area of support, just know we could possibly find support here at 261.88, 261.53, 260.70, 259.81, under 259.81, 258.22, under 258.22, 257.19. Those are going to be trouble places for Tesla to the upside and to the downside. So if by chance you trade Tesla today, I always say y'all trade carefully. In the market, anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. So we're now looking at Apple. Apple closed at 233.40 only to trade. We were trading in the zone here, right? So looks like right now that's our resistance at 232.57. If by chance we get back above that level, we're back in the zone. So the 232.71 could be a trouble place. 232.99 could be a trouble place for Apple. 233.21, if we should break that level, 233.64, and if we should break that, 233.96. If we break the 233.96, 234.43 could be a trouble place for Apple. 234.89, and again at 235.14. Those are going to be trouble places to the upside, or possible trouble places for Apple to the upside. Now, if by chance we come back under, I would say, this level of 232.13, if we come back under 232.13, we could possibly, let me remove that, we could possibly have trouble around where this ATR, well, here, I would say 231.72, and then the ATR trailing stop at 231.60. We bounced off of that, so is that going to take us back up, or is it going to take us back down? So 231.60, I would definitely watch, for support for Apple. If by chance we lose that, 231.42. If we lose it, 231.42, 231.01, 230.82, and again at 230.52. So those are trouble places for Apple to the upside and to the downside, right? So if you trade Apple today, trade carefully. We are now looking at AMD. It closed at 159.92. We had a high of 162.22 pre-market. So as you can see, this is our gathering spot here. We're trading in this zone. Price is just here, right? So where are the trouble places? Back to the upside. We will, if we break back above the 5 EMA 161.10, we could possibly have trouble here at 161.34. Beyond the 161.34, 161.66. If we lose that, break through that level of resistance, we could have trouble at 161.94. Again at 162.32, 162.72. Those are going to be trouble places for AMD to the upside. Above 162.72, we could possibly have trouble at 163.13. Now to the downside, if we should break under 160.76, we could possibly have trouble at 160.59. Again here at 160.39, 160.24, 160.27, 160.07. 159.87, and again at 159.52. Under 159.52, 159.44, and again at 159.24. Those are going to be trouble places for AMD to the upside and to the downside. So if by chance you trade AMD today, y'all know I always say trade carefully. Why? Because anything is possible, nothing is guaranteed. So we are now looking at NVDA, and it closed at 140.52. Let's see if I can get that off of my chart. 140.52. This is our zone for NVIDIA as of right now. Pre-market support is at 139.71. Resistance is around 140.08. To the upside, if we break above the 140.08, we could possibly have trouble at 140.27, 140.38, 140.49, 140.67, 140.83, 140.93, and again at 141.30. Let's say 141.41 area, which is that ATR trailing stop is at 141.44. So I will watch those places for NVIDIA to the upside. Now to the downside, if by chance we break under this level of 139.72, we could possibly have trouble at 139.12, again at 138.56, 138.46, under 138.46. Let's see, we could have trouble at 139.12, under 139.12, 138.59, 138.46, yes, 137.46, there we are, 137.46, again at 137.14, 136.68, and 136.42. Those are going to be trouble places for NVIDIA to the upside and to the downside. So if you trade NVIDIA today, I say trade carefully. Amazon is an inside day candle for today. And if by chance we break above the level of 190.22, the upside target for Amazon is 190.45. If we should break under 188, 188.18, 188.19 area, we have a downside target for Amazon at the 187.53. So I would definitely say trade carefully. It looks like it's trading in this zone here. Pre-market support is at 188.18. Resistance is here at 188.41 area. So if we should break this area level, just know we could possibly have trouble at 188. Let's see, 188.58. I will watch that for Amazon back to the upside if we should break that level 188.69 and again at 188.88. Those are going to be trouble places to the upside. Now if we break that 188.88 area, we could come back to this zone, this area here, which is around 189.06 and possibly have some trouble. So if you trade Amazon today, it is an inside day candle. Y'all know I always say trade carefully. Why? Because anything is possible, nothing is guaranteed. Let's look at Netflix just to see where we are. Netflix is trading in this zone as of right now. I would definitely watch for resistance 170, 750.27 as a resistance area. Support area is around the 748.95. So 748.95 and then the 750.27 area I will watch for Netflix. So trouble places 751.48. Again here at 752.31. 753.49, 754.87, 755.91, and which is close to the ATR trailing stop at 756.12. So if you trade Netflix today, I would say trade carefully. Now trouble places to the downside. Let's see where we are to the downside. Under this 748.95 area, we could very well find support here at 747.88, 745.79, 744.22. Under 744.22, I would say trade carefully. And yeah, so Netflix normally moves, let's see, about $18.63. That is the ATR for the day. So if you trade Netflix today, I always say y'all trade carefully. We do have a few other inside day candles for today. Bank of America was one of those. Let's see if by chance we break above the level of 42.75. We have an upside target of 42.97. Under 41.99 gives us 41.80 as a downside target for Bank of America. So if you trade Bank of America, it is an inside day candle. And Citigroup or C is also an inside day candle, which we've already reached the trigger and the target to the upside, right? So 63.62 was the trigger to the upside. The target was 63.71. We've made a pre-market high of 64, let's say around 64.35. So I would definitely say if you trade Citigroup or C, it is an inside day candle. Now, can it go back to the downside? We very well can to the downside if by chance we break under 62.61. Let me get that off. 62.61. We have a downside target for Citigroup at 61.28. So if you trade Citigroup, trade carefully. FTNT is an inside day candle, which we've already reached a downside target. So under the $80.44 gave us a downside target of 80.22. We made a low of 79.49. So I would definitely watch this area if you trade FTNT. This is our zone as of right now. Looking at it on this 30-minute chart, price is just trading in this zone. Support is at 79.51. Resistance at 79.72. So trouble places is this 5 EMA here at 79.74. I will watch this layer to take us back to the upside. Now, can we continue dropping? We very well can. FTNT is an inside day candle. Intel, INTC, is an inside day candle. Above 23.28 gives us 23.34. Under 22.56 gives us 22.41 as a target. So if you trade Intel, it is an inside day candle, and as you can see, this is our zone that we're trading in as of right now. Support is around 22.88. Resistance is around, let's say here at 22.99. This is the area that we're trading in. I need to remove that. So if you trade Intel, I say trade carefully. It is an inside day candle. This is our pre-market support is at 288, resistance at 2288, resistance at 2299. So if you trade Intel today, trade carefully. I'm going to go back to the SPY just to see where we are. Yeah, I would definitely watch the SPY under the 579.49 area. If we lose that area, we could very well continue declining, or this could be our support area. So again, I will watch it above 581 and under the 579.50 area. So I would say trade carefully. If you trade today, y'all, in the market, anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. Once it goes against your why, get out. Live to trade another day. So I hope that everyone have a very profitable and a very, very, very productive day today. If you could, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Why? Because we learn and we grow together. So until next time, y'all, be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.